today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Hunt on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ryan.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan.
Oh, I came to my feet up.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And
from the gun, it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Hunt on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Falcons 7.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So Matt Ryan of the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:55 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That catch good for only a couple. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Open is Powell. That's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
Matt Ryan.
Justin Matabike in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Being chased out left. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as the Ravens push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Burrow's pass.
13 yards on the game's opening play.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bengal first down.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At their
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
by the wide receiver.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Burrow loses the football.
Lamar Jackson.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
they just had to hold on to the ball.
Lining up for the extra point.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing the score?
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
36 yards on the play. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 56 to go. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
from the shotgun. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. Tyler Boyd. He's going to go. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races down the right side. 30, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Go time, baby.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. start your week by installing your game plan.
Well, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
The Ravens take over first.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up the throw from the gun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
The 40-yard line.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the keeper. Raekwon McMillan on the...
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good for another Baltimore Ravens.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Dolphins, nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
With the score.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Nothing. Daniel Carlson.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? when you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Jenkins on the coverage.
They go play action now. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Miami.
Tua now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore.
Dolphins.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Tua now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28.
To Tevin Coleman.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And again, it's Tagovailoa. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Daniel Carlson.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defense...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Jackson's pass.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
The onside kick recovered.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
an absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because